The concept behind our festive Christmas tours is they're usually about 10 or 11 days long. They start in the major cities such as Vienna or Lucerne or Rothenburg, and really get to know the people of the towns, stirring in anticipation for Christmas. And then, with a few days to go, we escape to the mountains, to where the massive peaks are covered in snow, to valleys and forests and snow-dusted footpaths. And we visit the local castles. We normally stay about 4 or 5 nights in one place over Christmas and stay in a beautiful hotel, and from there we do excursions out into the local medieval towns. We'll go on sleigh rides, we'll go on rides up mountains. It's about bringing the whole atmosphere together. Now, we have about 24 different Christmas and New Year tours, but there are 1 or 2 that really are really popular every single year. For instance, one of them is, and they're all very different by the way, when you look in our brochure, some tours are obviously very excitement, active orientated, and those tours you'll see a lot more snow displayed pictorially in the brochures on the website. But if you see other ones where it's more Christmas market orientated and there's less snow showing, you know those are more the nostalgic, more heritage driven tours. So they're all very, very different. So here's an example of, should we say, 3 tours. The classic, of course, is our German fairy tale Christmas, a 10-day tour. It starts with 1 night in Frankfurt, but then we go to Rothenburg, where we stay 100 meters from the Christmas markets in this old medieval town. And from there we visit Nuremberg and Bamberg, then down via Munich to a place called Füssen in the Bavarian Alps. Now, Füssen originally, 2,000 years ago, was a Roman town, a confluence of 2 Roman roads. And from here we visit Hohenschwangau Castle, Neuschwanstein Castle. These are the castles of Mad King Ludwig. We go to Oberammergau, we go to Linderhof, another one of his palaces, and of course we go to the Weiskirche, the church in the meadows, this glorious Baroque church that's stuck out in the fields, the snow-covered fields in Austria. And from there we go on to Lucerne, and Lucerne is where we end with 1 night with a grand Swiss folklore show, a terrific way to end the tour. Another tour, for instance, is one where we go and we spend Christmas in an Italian castle. Now this will commence in Munich and go to a place called Fuschl. Fuschl is a lake, and it's a delightful lakeside hotel, and we're about 20 minutes from Salzburg, beautiful Baroque Salzburg, the city of Mozart and the Sound of Music. So naturally we spend the whole day there. And then from there we then go across to Innsbruck, and we have 2 nights there. We visit Neuschwanstein Castle and Bavaria, and of course Innsbruck itself has got a rich history dating back hundreds and hundreds of years. Escaping over the Alps down the Brenner Pass through Bolzano, we reach Castle Brando, where we have 4 nights over Christmas. Now, Castle Brando originated as a Roman fort 2,000 years ago. 900 years ago it was converted into a palace. And about 25 years ago, it was turned into a fabulous hotel, totally rejuvenated, all the glories of its past brought back. Access to the castle is by funicular train. So you really are in a genuine castle in the lower Dolomites of Italy. Now, it's unlikely there'll be snow around the castle actually over Christmas, but just north in Cortina d'Ampezzo, we go up there for a day to enjoy a day in the snow, playing in the snow. That tour ends in Milan. Another Christmas tour I'd like to tell you about is one that also commences in Munich, and it also goes to Fuschl in Austria. But then it takes the Glacier Express, which thunders through the Alps. The unique thing about the Glacier Express is it covers, it takes viaducts and bridges through chasms right across the guts of Switzerland, places where cars can't go. And we end up at Zermatt, and Zermatt is the ultimate chic ski resort ski playground. The Matterhorn is the mountain that dominates around there. It's 4,500 meters high, but you can actually take chairlifts, cable car lifts up to 4,000, nearly 4,000 meters up the Klein Matterhorn, the baby Matterhorn. And there's a restaurant and observation point out there. And from there, you can look down into Italy or back into Switzerland or right the way across into the French Alps in the distance. We stay in a beautiful hotel, the Hotel Alex, right in Zermatt. And Zermatt is not only flashy boutiques and glorious hotels, it has a really old heart of wooden houses built on stilts all the way through the village. In this programme we also include cog railway rides up the mountain to the Gornergrat, where you're surrounded by the Matterhorn and 38 other peaks over 4,000 metres high. The scenery is absolutely astounding. There's a tour for everyone, be it one staying here in Zermatt, be an Italian castle, or being in Fussen, in the Hotel Hirsch in Fussen, near Mad King Ludwig's fairy tale palaces. We have tours going through Bohemia. They all go through, and they end in either Munich, Lucerne or Milan. And from here, we have a network of coaches interlacing, transferring, and there you can start, if you want, some of our New Year tours.